Starting the day off at Valley Fair, had to pick something up for the sibling, and it's weird for me to see Valley Fair in this kind of setting. All this is marked for curbside parking. I've been shopping at Valley Fair for basically 2 decades, and again, a lot of firsts during this COVID-19 shelter at home. Never seen this place ever like this, especially at 11:30. Usually, at least this section of the second floor parking garage will be full. About the video, I exported yesterday's video wrong without knowing it. Imported all of my videos in 1080p still when I was trying to export for 4K. Imported the first video clip being at 1080 120 FPS. Premiere Pro adjusted that to 1080, so even when I imported all my 4K footage, it all basically exported as 4K. In reality, it was all in 1080p. Today, I have to figure out how to export in 4K. I have to basically import this video first, import the dashcam footage of B-roll for Premiere Pro, adjust the timeline settings to 4K, and then later on exporting the video into 4K. So hopefully today's video will actually export in 4K. This sequence is actually filmed in 4K 30 FPS. 4K 60 does not support low light. I'm in this kind of environment in the car with relatively low light. I'm shooting this at 4K 30. I want to go to the E-bar and get some coffee, so most likely we'll swing by the parent. Gonna tell her I want to get some coffee. I told her I was coming to the E-bar behind me. I got a very funny reaction. That is what I got, the honey almond latte. I was gonna go with the lavender chai, but I don't know. I was asking questions and then I decided not to, so I went with the honey almond. Unfortunately, sucks the iPhone doesn't have more digital zoom, because I don't know how it's gonna look like when it's cropped in. Back out of Home Depot, I had to return a product, and guess what happened? I left my mask at home, but thankfully we have some backup masks in the Tesla, so I guess that literally just saved my ass. Just did a really cringy review on the Model 3. I did a Model 3 review earlier this year, around February or March, before this whole pandemic started. This is the first time actually in that 5 or so months I got a chance to take the car out myself, so just did that. If you guys want, I'll link the description down below. And now we are coming to return this. Looking to get some elastic bands as well. I actually plan on modifying the head strap mount to a makeshift chest mount in a sense. I'm not trying to spend, $40 on buying another chest mount. I'm not trying to actually go for another $40 actually, so since thankfully I'm skinny, I can just slap on an elastic mount or elastic straps and then extend this piece right here. Just got the screws returned, and I've been redirected to aisle 23 as the sales associate, and he said if they had anything, it would actually be in aisle 23. Let's see what they have. Literally just walked through this entire aisle, and yeah, I don't see anything of what I'm looking for. I think that was a bit of a stretch though. Should have went to Dick's Sporting Goods or something, or even Target. I'm actually heading over to Smart Final right now to see if we can get lucky. Whistle spray. I think we just kind of wasted, a good 2 minutes of our time. Side note, this is why I don't like coming to Home Depot. Cars can come out from anywhere. There's one thing I don't like about Tesla, but it's only like 50% of the time. Connecting the car to your Bluetooth actually, and locking and unlocking your phone through the phone. I have a habit of physically unlocking the car and locking the car with an actual key. The Lexus, I had a key fob. My Miata, I need an actual key. I'm not used to, taking out my phone and unlocking it via the Tesla app. I know Tesla said you can actually unlock the car by just being close to it if your phone has Bluetooth on. But for me, most of the time, I don't have my Bluetooth on. In some cases, it's a pain in the ass to get on my phone, launch the Tesla app, and then unlock it, because it has never, ever, ever unlocked on me when I walk close to the car. I don't know what round this is, but they still don't have it, which also tells me one thing: they only restock during the weekend, probably once a week. Ooh, I remember these. One of the best snacks my classmates would always bring to school back in between 2006 and 2008. That was the snack back then, and I can't believe it's still the snack now. I don't know how big the file size will be. The file sizes of all the videos will be. I know Premiere Pro will probably be about 500 kilobytes large. From the videos I got earlier today, or at least this morning, I clicked on Get Info on my laptop, and it says that I'm only at 235 kilobytes. Somehow, in some way, even though I already had 2 gigabytes of video on my phone, with a mix of 4K, 30 and 60 FPS. I have some footage, or 1080p by 60 on the action cam, mix of 30 and 60 FPS in 4K on my phone. I cannot wait to find out how big the whole thing is. I might not even be able to film in 4K tomorrow, because this phone heats up filming in 4K, and I usually take the car out with the top down. In the sun, phone heats up in about roughly 20 to half an hour, and it's pretty much unusable when the overheating screen comes on. Decided to swing by in case, because Smart Finals doesn't have what I'm looking for. Continue the search for if they have sports elastic bands here. I'm really trying to make a makeshift chest mount, and the only method I've seen people do is get sports elastic mounts or sports elastic strap to extend both sides of the mount.
Sorry, man, I did that.
That way I can extend my head strap mount, remove the top part, and then mount it on my strap, or mount it on my chest. I was actually led to Sporting Goods. You can probably see on the top of my head. I see this Franklin belt here. Don't know if that will work, but I hope I have gloves in my bag. I'm not about to touch these products without a glove. I actually found this right here. I have to unhook the strap itself off of the center buckle to loop it around the strap as well. I wonder if it's strong enough to be able to go through the loop on the buckle and be able to stretch. Now the thing is, I don't necessarily need this thing to stretch. I only need this thing to become an extension arm for the strap. The strap can stretch. I just don't know if this hand wrap is strong enough to be able to pull a bit if it needs to be pulled. Decided against it. I don't think it'll work. I have to do some more research on YouTube and see what other methods I can get. Hand wrap did not look very promising. I've gotten so many looks from just filming here. I'm using the rear ultra wide 0.5 times magnification lens. When I'm filming, the screen is facing the other way. I'm just filming extra. I want to see how big these file sizes can get if I'm continuously filming over a minute, if a minute of 4K 60 is 400 megabytes large. Still nothing here, but actually walking on the way here, I did see something very cool. That is cool. Target, Home Depot are off the list. What I can use to extend the head strap for it to become a makeshift chest mount. All that remains is going to Sporting Goods and seeing if they have what I want. Man, I'm doing all this to save like $45 from getting a chest mount from GoPro. If I was able to make the dead cat or the DIY windscreen work for just, under $10, then I can definitely make a makeshift chest mount from the GoPro head strap.